channel. For everyone who's tuning in for the first time, hi, my name is Alicia. So thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Today is a really cool video because I wanted to share some of my tips and tricks of my current winter kind of dewy glam look. This may be a little extra, but I love to add a lot of illuminating primers to this along with skin prep because I really like that light to reflect and just overall give me some radiance, because sometimes my skin could be extra dry and dull looking, especially during the winter. But I'm normally a combo skin, but winter time is more like combo dry. So in this video, I'm going to share some of my tips and tricks along with the products that I'm using to create this look. I apologize in advance. I'm still trying to adjust with this new background that I have. I mean, I had this vanity for some time, never utilized it, and I'm starting to, but I'm trying to perfect it where it's not too busy in the background. You'll be seeing some changes in the next few videos. So anyways, if you guys are interested on this look that I created, then please keep on watching. So just to get started with this dewy makeup look, which is my current winter go-to, I am going to be using this, which is by Kenzoki. This here is an amazing moisturizer. It smells so good. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but it actually has little gold flexes in here. Let's see on the light. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. Basically, it's really tiny, but you can't see it. There's little gold flexes in here. Let me try this again. I don't know, but you really get a nice sheen with this. I mean, it gives you a beautiful luminous look. So basically what's in this, it's pink based because it has pink peony abstracts in here. So it's actually gonna brighten the skin. It gives a beautiful glowy look. Oh my gosh, guys, it smells so good. This one here is like the Lotus line, which I really like because I have more on the dry combo skin. I really love this moisturizer because again, it gives a beautiful dewy reflective look even if I'm not wearing any makeup, which is really nice. It's paraben free. It's also plant-based, which is a White Lotus, but again, it has that pink peony, so it gives you that pinky bright look. So it's really pretty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use lip balm. As I mentioned, this is one of my current favorites. This is the Jack Black in the grapefruit. So I'm just gonna do my brows off camera just because I want to show more of my routine of a dewier winter look, and eyebrows, it's the same routine. So I mean, if you guys want me to do a current eyebrow routine, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment below, let me know. So I just finished my brows off camera. If you guys are curious to know, I use my favorite brow pencil, my Too Faced Shadow Insurance NARS to carve them, and then I use the Givenchy brow gel. So this is like my pretty much standard eyebrow routine. So these are what I used. For the eyes, I really don't do too much when I'm doing like my everyday routine. I literally just use like two colors, which is just my crease and my lid. And I would just steer towards more like a bone color, or I would do like a pinky glitter color with, you know, some soft brown or something in the crease. And I don't go for any specific palettes. I just use whatever that's basically in front of me, or when I open my drawer, I just grab it. So I'm gonna use this Jaclyn Hill one, and I'm just gonna use a soft transition color, and it's going to be the color 1, 2, 3 Pooter. And with this, I just lightly define my crease. And that is about it. I don't really do too much. Feather it up to my brow bone. That's basically it. And for the lids, I'm just gonna use my fingers to apply it on. I'm gonna use the color Obsessed, and I'm just going to dab it onto my eyelid. And I do have the eyelid primer on already, so I'm not worried about the fallout. I'm just dabbing it on, so it's gonna adhere onto my lids a bit better. I mean, anytime you're using a eyeshadow, especially that it's very pigmented or just very creamy and powdery, you do want to use a eyelid primer so that way it adheres on to prevent any fallouts on the cheek. So that's why a lot of times I normally just do my eyeshadows first before doing the face makeup, just to avoid that messiness so I don't have to do double work. And that's basically it. I can go back with the same brush just to blend it out so it's not really sitting in the crease, because I just really want my eyelids to be more bright. So I normally will go in with the same color or a bone color just for under the brows, and I'm just going to use the color, I don't even know what color this is. So I'm just gonna go for the color Beam, and I'm just going to highlight under my brow bone. Just so my eyebrow bone is reflecting really well. Ah! And I'm just going to use my lash curler, and I'm just gonna apply on some mascara. Ow! I got this new current favorite by Giorgio Armani. It's a very wet formulation, so I have to comb my lashes very carefully so that they don't you hear tofu walking around? So this way it doesn't clump up. I try not to double dip because, again, the formulation is so wet and my hairs are so thin. I don't want it to become like one lash. So when I usually do a natural kind of dewy look, I want everything to be really natural. I always go back to my pair of Ardell Demi Wispies, and I'm just gonna apply this on like I normally do. So see, I just used my Demi Wispies, and it just gives me a very natural look. It's not too heavy on my eyes. It kind of gives that little flirty look. Then I normally like to tightline my upper waterline just to make my lashes look fuller and my skin is not peeking through. And I kind of get up in my lashes to bind my falsies and lashes together. And as you see, I'm just really getting up in there. I mean, it does feel good, but I'm just rubbing it against my own lashes as well. And I'm kind of pushing them together to bind them nice and closely so there's no other lashes kind of like peeking through there. And this is the Givenchy Kohl Pencil in black. So typically in my dewy routine, I love using this Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I'll either wear this alone or mix it with the foundation. Sometimes if I'm extremely dry, I do put like a drop of oil in this, or I'll do the Smashbox Water Primer. But this doesn't really give me as much as an illuminating look, it's just more hydrating. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. And I'm gonna mix it with my Kevyn Aucoin Ether Realist Foundation, and these two combined together are really nice. I'm gonna work on the back of my hand with one pump, along with the Ether Realist Foundation of one pump. So I'm just gonna use this. You can mix it on the back of your hand, or like I mentioned, you could use it first. I like mixing it. I like mixing it first, that way my whole base of my foundation has a nice glowy look. And as you can see, it's already reflecting nicely from the lights. And I haven't put any highlighting products on my skin yet. And with concealer, I usually like to use more of illuminating type. This is the Bare Skin, which is so nice. It has a serum texture to it. It does help brighten, and it just pairs really well with this illuminating look. Lately, I've been breaking out really bad. I have like little spots and some like blemishes everywhere. Ugh, I know. It's just crazy stress right now, and I'm hoping this will make my skin more flawless by concealing all those little guys. So far, this is how my skin looks like. It's very dewy. So as I normally do, I use a powder to set any liquid foundation. In this case, I like more of a dewier look. I normally do more of like a semi-matte or matte powder, but my current favorite right now is actually mixing these powders together. And I basically just kind of highlight my T-zone, and I kind of feather out everything else I have with just one application so I don't overly illuminate myself or mattify it too much because I like that wet glossy look still. To contour my cheeks a bit, I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Park Avenue Princess. This is in the matte finish. And I'm just going to focus it just ever so lightly on the light shadows of my face. Here's a fun part. I love using highlighter. This is the Miriam by Dose of Color. And the technique I used for this dewy look is not to swipe it like I normally do with a fan brush or the fan brush motion. I like to dab it just right here on the C shape. So I'll just tap it and I'll just ever so lightly just tap it on that section where the light just hits it. Same on this side. And it does help to angle your face to see where the light is hitting, because this is where the light naturally bounces off light onto your skin. So this is why they put this highlight part right there. If needed, I will take a little bit of that same highlighter and I'll apply it right here in my inner eye corner. And I'll bring it down just a little bit on the beginning part of my lower lash line. I'm feeling a little extra today, but I normally don't do this, but I'll use that same highlighter and I'll apply it right at the very high points of my arch of my brow. Just right there. If you actually see, the highlight will be like a C-shape formation. So I'm just gonna go back and line my lower lash line. So to top off this look, I'm going to be using this new Givenchy lip gloss, and this is the number 8 in Coral Graffiti. It's so cool how this application is. If you actually look at it closely, it has like a letter shape G on here for Givenchy, which is actually pretty cool. So this actually has some good textured serum base. It is a very long wear, which I do like. The applicator is pretty cool and very easy to use. Not tacky whatsoever. It's really nice. The color, when you swatch it, it's pretty opaque, but it comes out pretty medium, which is nice, so that way you can wear this alone or even as a topper. So that is it for my current winter dewy foundation look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned some tips and tricks. Again, this may be too many steps for someone or a little too extra. You can definitely tone it down just a little bit. I like to add a lot of highlight along with illuminating primers or products. That's just what I like and one of my current faves. So I wanted to share this look with you guys. So please comment below, tell me what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this. I love reading your comments. Please let me know what you guys would like me to film next, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye! It's very tiny and you have to... Really? Hi everybody! And it's paraben free and it's fruit. It looks so extra illuminating and reflective, especially now, winter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use moisturizer on my lips. It's kind of crazy.